Good evening. You're watching the news on Croatian television. Agrokor is expected to sign a settlement with creditors tomorrow. The company's government-appointed crisis managers met with Prime Minister Andrej Plenković and Economy Minister Darko Horvat today to present the settlement plan.
Tomorrow morning, the Temporary Creditors Council is expected to vote on the settlement, a document we've been working on very intensively for several weeks. Today, we briefed the Prime Minister on the current status of the settlement process.
We've been negotiating with ALCO for several weeks. More precisely, we've been acting as mediators between ALCO and their lenders in an effort to reach a deal. Today, we did that, and we are very pleased.
Will there be layoffs? Agrokor will be in private ownership. If you ask anyone who runs a private business whether it is important to keep every single worker, they will tell you it is important to have revenues and profits, keep the maximum number of workers, and invest in your company in a way that raises productivity. The fate of workers is never exclusively the most important factor in running a business.
Corruption prosecutors have thrown out criminal complaints filed by two opposition parties against Prime Minister Plenković, former Deputy PM Martina Dalić, former Agrokor Special Administrator Ante Ramljak, and Finance Minister Zdravko Marić, related to the restructuring of Agrokor. Živi zid and Free Croatia had accused the officials of trading in influence and abuse of confidential information. The European Commission has decided to remain neutral on Slovenia's announced lawsuit against Croatia. Slovenia has accused Croatia of violating EU laws by refusing to recognize the border arbitration ruling. The EC had the option of supporting either side or remaining neutral. Slovenia has said it will file the lawsuit independently before the Court of Justice of the European Union in Luxembourg.
The procedure set out in Article 259 of the treaty is about finding an amicable solution. The Commission will continue to act as an honest broker to facilitate such a solution. With regards to the next steps in this process, our two member states concerned are the best place to continue talking and comment. Article 259 does not create a legal obligation for a Commission report.
The International Catholic Aid Organization, the Jesuit Refugee Service, organized an international conference on refugees today to mark World Refugee Day on June 20th and 25 years of the service in Croatia. Participants concluded that a sustainable and responsible refugee policy and an effective system of refugee integration were needed.
It's true that there are difficulties in Italy right now, but the Italian people have been very generous and very patient, and they have carried the big burden which the rest of Europe hasn't shared. So I don't think the problem is so much in Italy. The problem is how will Europe respond to something which is Europe's responsibility.
Right now, it looks like we won't have a major humanitarian crisis on Croatian territory, since the borders are closed. What can happen is a crisis in Bosnia and Herzegovina. Given the lack of unity and cooperation within the country itself, the number of refugees, and the small number of NGOs, this could lead to a humanitarian crisis. The question is, how can we work together in Bosnia and in Croatia, as well as on the European level, to find a solution to the crisis?
Croatian and Bosnian border police managed to stop a group of some 200 migrants who were planning to cross the border illegally near Velika Kladuša in northwestern Bosnia and Herzegovina. After negotiating with police, the migrants retreated to the camp in Velika Kladuša, where they are sheltered. The Turkish cargo ship that was in danger of sinking yesterday after its hull was breached west of the island of Vis has been towed to Trogir. The ship is carrying 3,000 tons of industrial minerals and 70 tons of fuel. In sports, Croatia forward Nikola Kalinic has been sent home from the World Cup after refusing to come on as a substitute in Croatia's game against Nigeria on Saturday. Kalinic was reportedly unhappy with his status on the team. Croatia will now have to make do with 22 players for the remainder of the tournament. Here's how coach Zlatko Dalic explained what happened.
During the Nigeria game, Nikola was warming up. He was supposed to go in the second half, but he said he couldn't because of back pain. The same happened when we played Brazil in England earlier. During practice yesterday, he also said he wasn't ready to play. I decided that was it. He said he couldn't play 3 times. I need players who are healthy and ready to play. So I decided it was time for him to go home.
Tomorrow's forecast calls for mostly sunny skies throughout the country. However, there is still a chance of some isolated rain and thunder showers, mostly in the afternoon in the east and south. There will be a moderate to high northeasterly wind on the coast with high gusts in the Velebit area. A light to moderate northwesterly is expected around Split and further south in the afternoon. Morning lows will range from 14 to 19 inland and from 20 to 24 on the coast. The day's highs will be between 25 and 30 degrees. Looking ahead in the week, temperatures will rise further on Wednesday and Thursday. There is a chance of local showers in the east and the mountains. The weather is expected to shift dramatically on Friday with a high chance of thunder showers, hail, and significantly cooler temperatures. Temperatures could drop by as much as 10 degrees from morning to afternoon. On the coast, it will also get warmer until Thursday. There could be some isolated showers, mostly on Thursday in the far south. Conditions will be very unstable on Friday with showers, thunder showers, and storms starting in the north. A high northeasterly will sweep in, starting in the north and making its way south. And that brings us to the end of the news. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again tomorrow.